The number 25 San Diego State Aztecs tried to walk into Eller Media Stadium and walk through the Rebels. However, UNLV held their own against a ranked opponent. And just after losing Henry Ruggs last year to legal issues, it seemed like the Raiders' offense got a little bit predictable. Like third and Renfro or Waller were always the options. So now you have one of the best one-on-one receivers, one of the best slot receivers, one of the best tight ends, and a top 10 running back on that offense. So Derek Carr has all the weapons he needs to succeed. The Lady Rebels capped off their great regular season with a Mountain West Conference championship and an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Putting him on the opposite side of Max Crosby is insane. The one thing I'm worried about, or two things actually, are his injury history and also his brother John Jones, the UFC fighter. And whenever he comes to Vegas, he tends to act up and he gets in a lot of legal trouble. So I'm hoping Chandler is more mature than his brother and he just stays like focused on the Raiders and brings like a winning mentality to that defensive dressing room. The UNLV softball Rebels have enjoyed a nice start to the season, but could they beat their fiercest rivals? Here's a recap of their 3-game series versus the UNR Wolfpack. And Staley last year, I feel like he cost them a lot of games with his decision making. I feel like he's a little too risky and a little too analytical. Doesn't really feel the game as much as he should. But I feel like the Chiefs are still the favorites because they do have the best QB and coach duo in the division.
I think I started playing basketball, honestly, at an age probably too young to know what I was doing.
Coach Lindy LaRocque's basketball journey started at a young age. Before coaching the Lady Rebels to an NCAA tournament appearance and a Mountain West Conference championship, Lindy began her local basketball legacy at Durango High School, where she set school and Nevada State records in categories such as scoring and three-point shooting. Lindy played hard for every minute on the court at Durango, and she enjoyed every bit of the experience.
I was really familiar with Durango High School. Again, my father had taught and been the coach there on the boys' side for a number of years, so I kind of grew up in the campus and around the team. My own personal high school experience was awesome. I was able to make varsity as a freshman and play with my older sister, who was a year older, so it was great to play with her and have some great teammates. You know, basketball in the Valley was really, really competitive then, like it is now, and so you know, we weren't the star-studded team, but you know, I had a great experience, had great teammates, was able to, you know, score some points and win some games, and you know, overall it was really, you know, fruitful and positive.
During Lindy's senior year, she averaged 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists with a 4.7 GPA. This dominating play and these amazing grades helped her get a full-ride scholarship to Stanford University, where she played all 4 years for the Cardinals. Lindy was fortunate enough to play in a lot of meaningful NCAA tournament games and learn from one of the greatest NCAA women's coaches of all time, Coach Tara Vanderveer.
Overall, my experience was awesome. You know, basketball-wise, I had great teammates, you know, sisters that, you know, for life that I still am best friends with. We won a lot of games, which, you know, really helps. We had a great staff and arguably the best coach in basketball history in Tara Vanderveer, so being able to learn and be coached by her.
Coach LaRocque goes into detail on what she really learned from Coach Vanderveer.
Could probably, you know, talk for hours on what I've learned from her in different settings. She's just unlike anything or anyone else from a basketball standpoint. She's just a savant. She studies the game more than anyone I've ever been around. Watching film, talking with others, sharing ideas. You know, she just continuously tries to learn and be better herself. So as a player, I felt that. I knew that we would be really prepared, that she was going to work as hard as she can for us. So then in turn it motivated us to work as hard as we can for her. And then being able to, you know, coach under her was a totally different lens and perspective. And you really got to see the behind the scenes, and, you know, what I knew and assumed as a player was all real and true. You know, kind of the same things of being prepared and learning and, you know, taking an interest in me and my development as a young coach and investing in me and helping, you know, in every way that she could. You know, she's really impacted my life in a lot of different ways.
Lindy has used all the knowledge she acquired from Coach Vanderveer to lead the Lady Rebels to a 41-16 record through her first 2 seasons at UNLV. Her style of coaching has influenced the team and brought a winning culture to the Lady Rebel locker room. Mountain West Player of the Year, Desiree Young, was full of praise for her coach.
It's because I just feel like we're all so young, and she's young as a coach too, and it's just like she's really only like 10 years older than all of us, so it's just like we're all, just a big sisterhood, but she's like our real big sister, like a mom figure to us. So just being able to talk to her every day about anything, what we're having in life, what's going on, she just understands all of that, and she's really focused on us, also basketball, but also school, and also bettering our lives after basketball.
Young also admitted that there are times her and her teammates are in awe of Lindy and her basketball career.
Yes, of course, it always makes a difference because it's like we have like glory and history standing, right by us, and it's like Stanford's won many national championships, and for her to be here and just coaching us and pushing us to be, like Stanford or be like one of those big top schools, it's really amazing.
After all, it is no surprise that the ladies are in awe of Coach LaRock. Her instant impact on the program is enough to make heads turn. In just 2 seasons, LaRock and her squad made an NCAA tournament appearance and won a Mountain West Conference championship. Both LaRock and Young are happy with the results so far, but they know this is just the beginning of an era.
And that was one of my goals I set for myself, was just trying to get me and my team just past the Mountain West tournament, because last year we lost first round, and it really took a huge toll on me, and I was just like, I'm coming back hungrier. I'm going to be in the gym every day. I'm going to go pick a ball every single day, no matter who it is. And as a team, I just felt like we had our ups and downs, especially as girls, we're always going through something. So, but I feel like at the end of the day, we all came together and we just all made it work, because we knew that's what we needed to do in order to make it past the Mountain West tournament.
We're really proud of what we've been able to do in the first 2 years, and I think we don't kind of totally rest on that, because if anything, I think we all believe that we're just scratching the surface of what we can really do here at UNLV, and we've shown that we can do it, and so now our job is to do it consistently and to continue to raise the level and raise the standard and expectation, because we have a great school, an incredible city, a great community that's really showing their support for us.
The future is bright for the Lady Rebels program, especially now that Coach LaRock is under contract through the 2026-27 season. Be on the lookout for Coach LaRock and the Lady Rebels to be in future NCAA tournaments.